Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm a wizard. Welcome to my channel. I want to do a card reading with the subject being gay stuff. Easy. So I have 5 paths to choose from. You'll see a picture now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Choose the one that catches your eye. They're all eyes. Or the eye that catches you then. Yeah, that was clever. Okay, so, sorry. Forget the bad jokes, then just choose the pile that stands out to you, go to the timestamps in the description box, comment section. You can click the sections now, I believe. And go to your reading, and then I will see you there. Okay, see you there. Bye. Oh yeah, before I could begin, I'm mixing up these decks. Wizard of Barge. I pulled one of these dragon cards, because dragons, and Santa Muerte. Okie dokie, group 1. Let's get into it, and I'll just, sorry, group 1. I'm always doing setup in group 1. Just feel like it's just warm up. It's just warm up, right? Okay. Let's take a look at your cards. Group 1. Dragon card. Oh, cool. I just pulled this for someone else. Transmutes the old around you. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offers surface under grace. This is your dragon card. Take a look at it. It's pink, because gay. Did you know that pink used to be the color for men and blue the color for women? They turned it around when, I think Belgium royalty got pregnant, and they optimistically decorated the room for a boy, and it became a girl, and then it became a fashion trend around the world just at the time when toy stores started putting boys and girls toys on different sides. So they then made a blue side for boys and a pink side for girls. That's how things changed around, but it used to be for a color for boys or for men, because pink is loud, and bright pink, it's a loud, it's a strong color, and then baby blue was for from the Virgin Mary for girls. Just a little fact for you there. Here we go. I felt like I wanted to tell that. Say that. Then I have this 3 of Beasts and an Ace of Swords. Look at that. That's good. And then your Santa Muerte cards are upside down. Wow, that is really cool. Okay, I got these 2 cards. They're both with 2 people on it. But it was upside down. That is very interesting. So I got 2 here. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Upside down. I'm almost want to say you're leaving something. You're leaving a relationship. You're having a breakup. Yeah. And it's the right idea. You're planning for something new. You're planning to be free. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. Offer service under grace. So you're planning something. You're planning something, and it's the wrong idea. Why did I say that? It's the right idea. Because the Ace of Swords is here. It's the wrong idea. It's the right idea. Maybe you think it's the wrong idea. You're afraid to take a step maybe forward, but it's time. The cards are saying it's time. It's time to quit, because these cards both together for me are codependency, are people depending on each other and also mirroring each other here. So it's time to do your own thing. That's what I'm getting. It's time to be on your own feet. It's time to do your own thing. It's time to stop. I'm almost getting like it's time that you stop being part of a we or something, or that you stop being part of a two thing, and you do your own thing. Standing here alone. What does that have to do with being gay? Okay, maybe you are thinking of switching like sex, the sex you date or something. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it could even just be that you're quitting the idea of doing it like everybody else. Okay, that could be hate. You're like trying to copy people. It's time to stop that. It's time to be you, on your own. See what that's about. Because this is the same. This is somebody, depending on the other person, to like I give to you, you give to me. It's like an exchange. It's time to quit that old idea. Something. Quit the old idea of a relationship, maybe. Like, stop doing it like everybody else does. Stop doing it like you've been told to. Stop doing it like you've been doing it so far. Okay? You have the right idea. You have the right direction. Now it's time to kind of do it with grace. Follow your heart. And this card is telling me, don't talk too much about it. This is not something you need to be explaining to people, not something you need to be defending, not something you need to be shouting off the rooftops or something. Just follow your heart and do your own thing. Do it. Experience it on your own, nobody has the rules, nobody made the rules, there are no rules for dating or for love or for being you. So make your own rules, Time to be free from agony. And really, like, that's maybe the best tip I can give you here is, don't feel like you have to explain it or defend it. Look, he's got the sword in his mouth. It's like, stop talking. Just do you. You do you, boo. Yeah, for sure. And I did get that in the beginning. It's like, maybe you have been dating, 1-6, or you've been experiencing one sort of thing over and over again. Now it's time for something else. Yep, group 1. That was it. Hope it resonated. Hope it helped. I'll see you around. Bye. Group 2, hello. I always start burping when I do the card readings. At one point. Because that's why singers do warm-ups, so they're not on stage and having like their sandwiches with cheese come back. Hello, group 2. Let's look at your dragon card. I like this. Rainbow dragon. Yay. Rainbow dragon. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. Okay, look at that. Silver linings. Expect miracles. Have trust. Okay, that's good beginning. Then look at your Wizard of Barge cards. I have the King of Cups and the Hierophant. King of Cups is the King of Pentacles here, right? Yeah. Curses are emotions, cults, pentacles. And the Hierophant. This is upside down. Okay. And then I have a Knight of Cups. He's leaving. And who made this card dirty? Six of Swords upside down. Sorry, I'll show it to you in a bit. Bring the candle wax up. And 6 of Swords, kind of both leaving, but upside down. Interesting, because these are two different scenarios. This guy's leaving. This guy's not leaving. Weird. Okay, let's just. Then I saw this dragon card. It's also somebody. Like it looks like they're leaving. They're out. So then the Hierophant upside down. It could be Hierophant. Could be the teacher, your boss, and a King of Cups. King could be also a boss, or a manager, or a teacher. More like a boss. Not really a teacher. That's more the Hierophant. Upside down. Man of Cups, he's leaving and then not leaving. Oh. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors of trust. Okay, we're still talking about being gay, so where's that at? Where's the gay? Gay. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So maybe you're at a place where they're not accepting who you are. Or maybe you're in a place where you can be yourself or something, or where it's not, it doesn't feel like you can be yourself maybe. Maybe you live in a very religious country where they aren't very accepting or open about this. I'm getting you feel very lost. Like you want to leave, or you would like to leave. I think you want to go on adventures or like experience your life, but you can't. Maybe you can't leave. Yeah. But then let's go back to the beginning from this reading. I think that's just what you need to hear. Is there will be a change that will open new doors for you. You need to have trust here. You just need to expect miracles. You need to expect that you will find a better place to be, or find a place where you can be yourself, where you don't have to where you can be yourself. I mean, you're gonna find a place where you can be yourself. I just got from this card. It's what did I get? I just had it so clear in my head. Yeah, this feels like you, like sort of having to where you can be yourself. You can be yourself, and you feel sad about it. It's like you're in a place, and then you discover that I can't, or who I am, they don't accept that, or I don't feel comfortable being myself, or maybe you've tried sort of showing yourself and it seems to be not appreciated, and then you feel like, okay, well, I guess that's it. But you need to expect miracles, because they're gonna happen. Accept opportunities, also that. Accept opportunities. And I do feel like you need to find a new opportunity, because where you're at, things are not going to change. That's also what I'm getting. Things are not going to change. Okay, quickly to maybe give you some more advice. I get this RuPaul pocketbook for some advice. Okay. Whatever other people think of me is none of my business. Whatever other people think of me is none of my business. Okay. And then on the other page it says, my mother was my first inspiration. She was totally a drag queen. So maybe look at your parents or other people around you as an example. So see who is managing to be themselves without, despite the environment. And that's the main issue. Stop maybe being so afraid or worrying or even thinking about what other people are thinking of you. Okay, if you know that things are a certain way and maybe who you are or what you stand for or what you do isn't so accepted, then try not to think about it. Try really. That's maybe one of the most dangerous mistakes you can make is then assuming other people are thinking that. Like, let's say you're at a place and maybe your behavior is out of line, and you see people looking at you, and people are like, "Ooh, what is she doing? Like, that's weird." You get that vibe. Then don't assume that everybody is thinking that. There are probably more people than you think that are the same as you. Okay, because not everybody in a place will. There's a boss or rules, or there's a law in place, or how do you say that? And certain dogmas. I don't know. I can't find words, but don't think that then everybody fits in that. Don't think you're the only one having trouble with this. Don't ever think you're the only one. Okay. Because I assure you, because I know this from experience, when people are looking at you as weird and some people call you out on it, there are just as many people admiring you and thinking, "Oh wow, I wish I could be like that," or "I relate to you," or "My heart goes out for you," or "You make me smile when you do this." So don't assume everybody's against you, and don't think you're alone. And I think group 2, maybe that's where your opportunities are going to come, or your miracles are going to come. I think you're not realizing that you're not the only one around you, and I think you're also not realizing that who you really are is going to make just as many people smile and excited than it is going to rile up some people or like ruffle some feathers. Okay. Now, I don't know what situation this is. Be careful, don't put yourself in harm's way. Just want to say that. But don't be so afraid to be yourself, okay? I think you will find more allies than you realize. That's it. Group 2. Thank you for listening. Hope that helped. Share and subscribe. See you around. Bye. And thank you, RuPaul. That helped. Okay, moving forward. Group 3. How are we? I have it's a nice card. Lilac Fire Dragon. Lilac. That used to be a beautiful song from Jeff Buckley. Lilac Wine? Lilac Wine. I have no idea how it goes anymore. Just start singing Lilac Wine. Transmute to the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Okay, let's look at it again. It's a nice card. All right, let's look at your other cards. I have these two cards, the Sun and the Chariot. I have the Sun right way up and Chariot upside down. Okay, and then I have these two cards. All of them are lilac by school. And then I have Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords here. Upside down. Upside down. Upside down. This is another person. Okay, so when in the first card I got the fire stuff here, right? And then purity of heart, and then I got the Sun. So for sure this is about the truth, speaking the truth, hearing the truth, realizing it, And then like for myself, I got for these two last cards, it's another person. So that means somebody else is seeing you satisfied or something, or is happy with you. I'm almost getting this is like a love confession or something, or you need to not be so afraid to say the truth or say what you're feeling, or maybe even look at it for yourself. Stop running away. That's what I got. Like this cherry. Stop running away. Stop vamoosing out of places. Stand still and deal with this. And I think you're going to be very surprised. But it's time for you to take a step forward and maybe share your emotions, share your thoughts, or just stay and see what happens. That's mostly what I get. It's like maybe it's uncomfortable, maybe you're scared. I'm getting this scenario of, let's say you're showing you're showing interest in somebody, and maybe it's come out that they're like, oh, they know you're into them, and you want to run away or something because you feel uncomfortable. You feel maybe like, oh no, it's not from both sides or something, or it's not working out, but actually it is. You need to stay and sit through the uncomfortableness. Okay, I'm gonna take a RuPaul quote to help me out here. See if I'm right. My brain says I am. Okay, I got this quote. At 5 years old, I realized I was a superstar, trapped in a 5-year-old's body, and I had to do something about that. And then the other one is, I take the role, or the shaman, or the witch doctors, and the court jesters, whose job it is to remind the culture, this is all a facade, don't take it too seriously. Don't take it too seriously. Don't be so afraid to... Okay, I can kind of relate to this. This could be your hobby, or your, like, let's say you want to be a drag queen. Just go there. It's time to face that. It's time to see what you can do with that. Because again, some other people are going to find it amazing. Other people are going to find you amazing. That's what I want to say to group three. It's time you just did it already, and took up your part or something. Maybe this is performing, maybe this is, I don't know, could be anything. But don't run away from this, because you will regret it. I think you are afraid of showing yourself, of being seen as well, like, look, this eyeball and you, seeing you. I think you're afraid of that. I think you're afraid of maybe then not being good, or not being liked or whatever. But you're wrong. You are very wrong. People are gonna like it very much. But I do think you also need to realize that, it doesn't take... It takes some time to become fully who you want to be, or accept the truth fully. That's a learning curve. So don't expect to just... And if you want to be a drag queen, don't expect to just put on some women clothes and then be there already. You might need some fine tuning, some work, some trial and error, some... Okay, but just don't be afraid, because I feel like it's good. It's good. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Group 3. Thank you. Moving on to group 4. Weirdly, this card has the sticker on it. I left it there for some reason. Number 6. But it was like this. I pulled it upside down. Okay. You have the pure white dragon from Orion. That's weirdly difficult to say. Pure white dragon from Orion. Transforms your essential knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty, let your wings of light grow and expand. Oh, wow. Again, I think it was upside down. Sorry, I'll show you the card better. Really nice card. Get it upside down. Okay, wait. And I have these 2 cards. 4 beasts, 7 of beasts. 2 nice cards. They're upside down? Okay. And then I got these 2 cards. Ace of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. What is that all about? This one and this one. Heads will roll on the floor. Whoa, okay. So I was in my head on this path of you're an example to somebody else. It's almost like you are teaching people. You are showing people the way. People are seeing you as very strong, as very whole, and as brave. Like, look, like you're this little dude standing up against this monster or something. I feel like you're an example here to other people. I think that's something you need to realize. And then it's so weird, these last 2 cards, because like in essence it's contradictory, because it's like an opportunity, and then the financial hardship or being left out in the cold. But I don't think you care. That's what makes you so strong. You don't care about being left out in the cold, so to say. You're not afraid to follow your own path. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself. You're not afraid to not go on the beaten path. And I really feel like this is also like heads will roll. That's just what I got here. You're just stepping over heads here. You're not afraid to leave opportunities behind if you need to. If it's not up to your standards, or you don't like it anymore, you're gone, and you're not afraid to then face difficulty or face the consequences. Basically the cards are saying that you are pretty strong and pretty fierce and a leader of some sort, an example. And I think you need to be reminded of that. I think a lot of people are looking at you and are seeing that and are like, wow, this person just keeps on going. And despite difficulty, despite opposition, despite not doing maybe the most popular moves or despite maybe not having success, you still keep trying to do you. And that's very strong. And I really think, and this is what you need to hear, people need you. People need you to keep going. Because I feel like there has been failure here. I feel like you have been, like it has not been easy. It has not been easy, and you have learned a lot. and you're still finding your way, and maybe from your end it feels like, oh, what am I doing? I'm such a sucker, or I'm just you're not finding your way, but actually people from the outside are seeing like, wow, this person just keeps going. And you have a very strong, people see that you're gonna make it anyway, like they feel that. But most of all, the example you're putting out there is, don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself, don't be afraid to fail, don't be afraid to keep trying, don't be afraid to change direction or to just keep going despite difficulty, despite failure. Don't let it get you down. And that's what you're showing people, and that's really strong. So remember that. I think you maybe are disheartened at this point, or don't feel like you're that big of a deal, or that people aren't. Maybe you feel like a loser or something, or like a clown. But that's so important that people can see that, like, oh, it's not so bad to make a fool of yourself, or to try something, or to try different things. People need to see that, you know. And if you are a clown, you are you're showing people that you don't care about that, and that's very strong. Maybe you do care about that, but for sure, like, the full picture is showing somebody who is just not concerned about what other people think, and somebody very strong, and somebody very unstoppable. And again, a lot of people are taking example of this, and you're making a lot of people feel better about themselves, and giving them the bravery and the courage, same thing, to to try for themselves, to try to walk their own path, to try to make mistakes and keep going, or try something and then try again. You are important. Good for. Okay. Thank you. Okay, saying we don't need to RuPaul for this. Let's keep it. Thank you, group 4. Like, share, and subscribe, and keep going. Keep going. Period. Okay? Because I said so. Thank you, group 4. Group 5. Hello, group 5. Your dragon card is Green Dragon. Helps you tune in to the secrets of nature, receive answers and guidance from nature, align with your divine essence. Is your dragon? He's in a forest, because nature. He has a key. The key. Mm-hmm. Then your Wizard of Barge card, 8 of Curses and 5 of Cults. We just had the 5 of Cults, 5 of Pentacles. But we need to look more at the picture here. So, 5 of Cults, and what was this? The 8 of Curses. Kind of cool, like 2 times a person in the air, and then these people are underneath it. Okay, and then 2 other last cards. Same thing, look. Same thing. Somebody from the sky controlling people. 4 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Cups is the same card as this card. 8 of Cups, but then upside down. So we got 2 times 8 of Cups, which is being in your emotions, being very emotional, or having to consider your emotions, having to think about things, process things. What is this? Green Dragon helps you tune into the secrets of nature. 8 of Curses. Oh. 4 of Pentacles. oops. Could this be about how do you say this? Like gender roles or your sexual orientation? No, is that right? I'm sorry to say this in English, right? Like if you're a boy feeling different on the inside, or feeling like a girl, or vice versa, or feeling like you don't fit on the spectrum, feeling like you are not in this man-woman category, feeling different that way, and finding your own nature. Because you could argue that, of people would then say like, oh, it's against nature, blah blah blah, which we know is bullshit, of course. I think this card is here to remind you that you need to find your own nature, your own essence. It's not this duality. Look, like this is maybe I feel like this part guy is you, and these two sides are like the two sexes pleading for your they're almost like asking you like come to me, choose a side, and you can't choose a side maybe, so you're feeling left out in the cold in this. You're feeling very alone, like you don't know who to be or what the right answer is, what is natural for me. That's maybe what you're asking. Because then I can also see you like hanging here and being afraid to fall, like feeling like you don't know where you belong. Then this Eight of Cups upside down. Okay, that's more of the advice, I think. And then bank. Oh yeah, save it. Oh yeah, of course, save it. Don't feel obliged to know now what for you the right answer is. You don't need to have the right answer. You don't need to know. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to feel awkward or feel like you owe an explanation or need to have a reasoning for who you are or what you are or who you would like to be, okay? You're allowed to right now feel like I want to move in that direction and later change your mind, okay? You are so allowed to do that. You're allowed to be anything you want right now and then anything you want to be next week. You need to... You don't need to do anything. The cards are suggesting stop letting this weigh you down so much. Stop having so much conflict over this in your head. Stop feeling so imprisoned over this, or feel like you can't find the right answer, because there is none. Don't let other people push you around in this way. Don't let other people push you into choosing or bully you into saying like, well, make up your mind. What do you want to be, or who are you, or make a decision already, or choose already. No. This last card is only just wait, just save, just the answers will come to you. And the answers will come naturally. And you don't need to be afraid of your own nature, of your own, what feels for you natural, okay? And if nothing feels natural, then that's also okay. You don't need to know why, per se, now. Let time help you and let your own nature sort of develop, or because maybe the reason you can't find the right answer to this, or you can't figure it out, or your emotions are just not finding a happy place in this, is because maybe the outside influences have gotten to you too much. Maybe they've been gotten under your skin or gotten in your head, and that's why you're thinking with a wrong frame of mind. You're trying to think in a logic or in a mind frame that's just not working for you. And I think maybe the environment has had too much influence on you. That's why it's good to just take your time and be open to other information or influences. Because maybe you're just in a system or an environment that's trying to put you in a box, okay? And you can't find the box to fit in, then don't feel obliged to choose a box, or don't feel obliged to not choose a box. Just there are no rules for this. Don't let other people get to you this way, or let your surroundings. Don't let anybody have this power over you. Only you decide who you are. Only you decide what you are, and nobody can take that away from you. Okay? Even if they force you to make an answer, to give an answer, then give an answer. Then lie. Who cares? In your own mind, be free. Okay? Don't live in the minds of other people. That's why nature would be a very good idea for you, to be in nature, to not be around people, And I think also in nature you'll find a lot of examples of plants and fauna and flora just doing their own thing, just doing what they don't like. Animals don't think about this. Plants don't think about where they need to grow. Neither do you. But there's this oppressive energy here. Look, like I see this woman trying to do something. And that's why I think it's good to really just not let it get you too much. Now, don't torture yourself. I feel like you're in torture. You're being tortured. But there's no reason to. You don't even have to think about it. Because there is no... Also, don't have the debate with people. Because what do they know? It's if it makes you unhappy, then don't go into it. Because I feel like you still need to figure out the answers for yourself, and that's what you need to do. And that's maybe take some time. But then meanwhile, be free, be... if you have to, I always say, just lie to people. Just say like, oh yeah, I'm this, and then whatever, do your own thing. Like you're allowed to do whatever you want, be whoever you want to be. Because the person you want to be naturally is natural, that is nature. Yeah. Let's take a quote from RuPaul, see if we can help me. Okay. That's fast. I don't care if you are in the backseat of a Trix car, or if you're in church, or if you're on stage. Do not take your shoes off. Do not take your wig off. It's a bit the same, like don't show your vulnerability, or don't be bullied into... Stay true to yourself. And I don't know what that quote means. Maybe it means something to you. If it means something to you, do not take your shoes off. Do not take your wig off. Keep being you, even if it is if it doesn't make sense. And then the other quote here is: use all the colors, touch all the toys, and lick all the candy. Do it all. Yeah, experiment. Don't feel obliged to be doing one thing, try different things, explore, change, grow, evolve. But do not take off your shoes and do not take off your wig. If you're ever on a RuPaul lip sync battle, do not take off your wig. We all know how she looks when you take off your wig. It's not good. Unless you have a smaller wig underneath that, you know, like wig reveal, always good. Always good. I hope that helped group 5. That was a bit of a tricky one. Okay, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you around. Bye.